What's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to Who'd Win and Why. And this time we got an electrifying encounter. We got Electro from Marvel going up against Electrocutioner. Now, if you don't know who Electrocutioner is, I personally do not blame you. He is a lesser-known DC villain, primarily a Batman villain, so it's another Spider-Man versus Batman type fight we have today. But I primarily know him from the Arkham games. I think he's in one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's in one. I forget which one. But he's a very lesser-known Batman villain. But now we're gonna find out if he can stand up to Electro, who is a pretty well-known Spider-Man villain. So, who'd win and why? Let's find out. So first I'm going to go over Electro. Most of you probably already know what he can do, but I'm going to get more into the specifics of what he can do. So we got Electro, who can obviously control and generate his own electricity. So this gives him a lot of good things. It gives him enhanced strength, speed, stamina, durability, immunity to electricity. He can't be electrocuted. What else can he do? He can use his electricity to fly and move very fast. What else can he do? He can steal electricity from other things. He can pretty much control any surrounding electricity, I believe. What else can he do? I believe what he can do is he can generate the electricity that he can generate is can go at a rate of 10,000 volts per minute, which is pretty powerful, and his maximum storage for his generation is 10 million volts. Now, I'm not too big on how how much 1 volt really is, but I'm assuming 10 million, no matter what unit you're using, 10 million is a ton. It's honestly so incredible how big that number is. 10 million volts, his maximum storage, and he can pretty much fire it, as how frequently, how much, it's all up to him. As much as he wants, how frequently as he wants, it's all up to him. So, that's pretty good. And, he can also manifest his electricity as lightning bolts, which travel as fast as lightning bolts, which I believe is it 150,000 feet per second, I think it is. It does travel like lightning though, so it goes in a zigzag. It works best if your opponent is grounded. But like I said, he is very fast. I think he can steal electricity from other things. Does he have to be touching them in order to do it? I actually don't know. But with his speed and with flying, it's honestly not that big a problem if he has to touch it. And he has enough electricity to generate by himself anyway. But adding more electricity obviously doesn't help. So he as I said, he does have enhanced strength, speed, and durability. Not up to the point that it matches Spider-Man. I believe his the most he can lift is 450 pounds, which compared to Spider-Man actually isn't a lot. Spider-Man can lift 20,000 pounds, 10 tons. So it pales in comparison. But he still can stand up to him, because Spider-Man, in order to fight Electro, Spider-Man had to have his suit rubberized, and even then Electro still poses a threat. So he is, without his electricity, he obviously can't lose his electricity, but my point is, without the electricity, he's not entirely defenseless. So, Electro, I really like Electro. Electro is is a very favored Spider-Man villain of mine. There are characters I like more, like Green Goblin and Carnage, that I've mentioned many times before on this channel. I really like Carnage, and Venom and Lizard. I like Lizard a lot too. But Electro is a very favored character of mine. Again, I'm not trying to be biased or anything like that. I just thought it'd be a fun fact to say, because I love how he can use the electricity and stuff like that. He's gone through many looks at, he has that weird mask at one point, and as you've seen in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, though it's not the only place you've seen it, he's blue with a suit. But he can generate his own electricity, he can control electricity, he can pretty much do whatever he wants with that electricity. He's a very electrical opponent, and he can pretty much use the surrounding electricity and his own electricity to do whatever he wants with it. Whether he wants to fly, whether he wants to fire it in any way he can, as a lightning bolt or just as a zap or whatever. He can pretty much do whatever he wants with that electricity. So I think that's really all I have to say with Electro. I want to get more into Electrocutioner, since a lot of people don't know that much about him. I don't even know all that much about him. I'm just going off of stuff that I've read. But anyway, let's get into it. So Electrocutioner, he, I believe, at first was on the side of justice, but he decided to become a criminal and a mercenary, and he has his electrical suit, which not only provides him greater durability, but it also has a circuit which allows him almost kind of like shot gloves or whatever. With one punch, I believe it can stun an enemy enemy and deliver a very powerful shock. But if he like touches like someone with like both hands, it can actually kill them. Like a regular human, it can kill them. So that's a pretty powerful charge in my opinion. If that's what it can do, and like with punching, if he punches you with one hand or two, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna stun you, and that can leave you very vulnerable. He has shown, however, to be a bit over reliant on his electricity, and through that he has been beaten by Batman and Robin and Nightwing, all those characters. But with them, he's a force to be reckoned with. Having the ability to like send out that much electricity, that's pretty impressive. Not only that, but I believe he has actually been hired by the Joker, and obviously with the Joker he should have higher standards. Like he does have his regular goons, but like hiring someone to specifically take down Batman, that's pretty high standards. So to be hired by the Joker, I'd personally be honored to be hired by the Joker. But whatever, off topic. So like I said, he has the gloves. He's not. He doesn't really have that much enhanced strength or speed, so he has to really like land a good hit. And again, he is a bit over reliant on them, but if he does hit you, it's gonna hurt. Again, with his whole suit, he does have an increased level of durability. It is a pretty tough suit. So that's actually most of what I have to say. He's not completely defenseless if his electricity were to somehow like be taken away or whatever, because he is a mercenary. And a criminal, but at the same time, he has been shown to be over reliant on them and can easily be defeated if you can get around that. So I think that's actually all I have to say for Electrocutioner. Man, this episode's going a lot quicker than usual. But anyway, now I have to pick a winner, and I had a winner in mind. As soon as I got this suggestion requested to me, I had a winner in mind, and from what I've seen, my it kind of enforces my own reasoning as to why that specific person would win. So honestly, again, this is all my opinion. All of this is really my opinion, and I hope I don't offend anyone by saying this, but I honestly don't see any way that Electrocutioner can beat Electro. And if anyone thinks like the other way around, that Electrocutioner would beat Electro, I'd really like to hear your reasoning for that, because from what I've seen, there is like no way that Electrocutioner can stand up to Electro. Now again, a lot of people probably don't know that much about Electrocutioner or Electro for that matter, so I am gonna, as usual, go in full detail as to why Electro would beat Electrocutioner, in my opinion, obviously. There are three main reasons for this. I'm gonna go from the weakest to the strongest reasoning. And the third one pretty much is the nail in the coffin. So for the first one, Electro is much more versatile with his electricity. Really, he can pretty much do whatever he wants with the electricity, and he can become more charged than I believe Electrocutioner can. Yes, he can. Yes, his punches are powerful, but who's to say that Electro's wouldn't be even more powerful? And he has lightning bolts, which means he does have a lot of range with him. He can pretty much just fire them whenever he wants. He can fly using it, or he can travel through the air. He's stronger. He's probably stronger. 450 pounds is still a lot. So he's probably stronger. He's faster. Durability-wise, is a bit hard to say because of the suit. But again, he does take punches from Spider-Man, which is saying something. The guy that can lift up to 10 tons. It is really weird in comics how the writers do stuff like that. How it's like regular people sometimes are able to take like really strong characters' punches, which honestly shouldn't work at all. But my point is, Electro has fought Spider-Man many, many times, who obviously is very tough. Compared to a regular human, he's very tough. So, that's saying something. So again, Electro is more versatile with his electricity, and just overall, he's more well-rounded. Not very well-rounded in general, but more well-rounded than Electrocutioner is, especially since Electrocutioner is too reliant on his electricity, which he can't use in many ways. The second reasoning is that Electro can steal Electrocutioner's electricity. Simply by, touching his suit, he can pretty much steal all the electricity. Again, I'm not sure if he has to touch whatever he's stealing the electricity from, or if he can just steal it from anything that's very far, like something that's like close to him. But regardless, he is faster than Electrocutioner, and I have no doubt that he'd be able to steal it. And even if like, you know, he still is more versatile regardless, even if he didn't steal it. And, you know, we have said before that his punches can, you know, kill someone, and, well, both of them can, like, kill someone, but who's, like, again, like, Electro is more charged, and when he gets charged up enough, he has more electricity than Electrocutioner. I don't think any level of durability would be able to save him from something that could kill a normal human. Again, Spider-Man had to rubberize his suit in order to fight him, which is crazy, you know, if you can electrocute someone. I guess maybe Spider-Man doesn't have, like, any enhanced level of durability when it comes to electricity, but you guys know what I mean. So again, like, he's more charged, and if he really wanted to, I believe he could just steal all of Electrocutioner's electricity. This is the problem when it comes to people, like, with certain, like, powers, like when it comes to electricity, or when it comes to, like, fire or something like that. If you can generate fire, that's cool, but if you can generate and control fire, it doesn't matter. Like, if you put those two characters together, the person that can do both will win, because they can nullify the other person's attacks. And that's kind of the same thing here. He's more, like, Electro's more versatile with his electricity and can just steal the electricity, which is obviously something Electrocutioner cannot do. Now for the last point, if the thing I just mentioned wasn't the nail in the coffin, this definitely is. Which is, again, you might have heard me say this, it's Electro's immunity to electricity. Electro doesn't have to steal Electrocutioner's electricity to beat him. Because, well, okay, like I said before, he's more versatile, but also, he's immune to any electrical attacks. He can't be electrocuted no matter how the charge is, no matter how high the charge is. He can't be affected by it. If anything, it'll just make him stronger, since he'll be, like, absorbing the electricity if he can do that. Whether he can or not, it's not good for Electrocutioner, like, as I've said before. And, you know, that's the problem with putting characters like these together. Pretty much who's ever more versatile with what they have is most likely going to win. That's most of the time that's how it works. And, you know, without the electricity, Electrocutioner can't really do much. He is a mercenary, but he is over-reliant on his electricity. Take that away and put someone up against someone who can take on Spider-Man, you're gonna die. See, that's why I said at the beginning, I don't see any way that Electrocutioner can beat Electro. Again, all my opinion, but if you do think the opposite, please tell me in the comments, because I honestly don't see any way. This is one of my most confident Who'd Win and Why's yet, because I don't see any way that Electrocutioner can beat Electro. Again, all my opinion. If you think otherwise, tell me in the comments, but that's just what I'm thinking right now. So guys, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Electro versus Electrocutioner, my 18th Who'd Win and Why, 18th in total, 8th in the season. We're almost done Season 2. We got 2 more to go. If you didn't enjoy this video, please smash that like button. I love it when you guys like it. It lets me know that you want more. A like obviously wouldn't hurt, and I'd really appreciate it. Comment down everything I said before, and comment what Who'd Win and Why's you'd like to see next. Like I said, I already have 2 more to go, which means I have to get through those 2 first before I can get through anything for Season 3, but after I'm done those 2, I will make a schedule video. I'm not sure how often I'll be able to get them out, obviously, because school's starting up again very, very soon for me, but I'm trying to get Season 3 done before Halloween starts up or whatever, and probably even before that time, because I want the Halloween season, which is Season 4, to be good and to be around the Halloween time. So it is going to be tough for me, but I'm going to try to get it as fast as I can, and that includes these next 2 episodes. So again, comment down what episodes you'd like to see. Again, you might have to wait a bit, but you will get them most likely. And subscribe to my channel. If you would subscribe to my channel, that'd be really great. You'd be up to date with everything I'm putting out, and it would just be so awesome if you could subscribe. You know, I'm not a guy who is begging for subscribers or anything. I'm not trying to get high, but if you would subscribe, that'd be really nice. I'd really appreciate it. That would really help me out. And again, it would just let me know that you guys want more and you're liking what I'm doing. So guys, that's really all I have. That's really all I got for this episode. Electro versus Electrocutioner. I hope you enjoyed it. And next time in Who'd Win and Why, we got Lucas Green, aka Nemesis, going up against Gage Unruh, aka The Shadow. If you guys don't know who those characters are, believe me, you're not supposed to. But I got something special for that. So guys, see you later and have a good night.